Hello and welcome back to my channel. Maybe I'll give it a little more space. There we go. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to actually talk about traveling long-term with natural hair because I'm doing it. I have been traveling long-term, and by long-term I mean I've been traveling for nearly 5.5 months non-stop, moving from place to place, country to country, continent to continent, without going home for 5.5 months almost. And I have been doing it with my natural hair, and I just want to talk about how I'm doing it and how you can do it too if that's something that you want to do, or how I'm just managing with it if you want to hear the story of how this could work. I think the best thing that I did for my natural hair, or to make this process go relatively easy, is I simplified my whole hair routine. Before I even set out on the road, before this traveling long-term started, trying to see the world, I simplified what I do on my hair. And so that really helps, to be honest. And so when I think of my hair care, I guess hair care or hair styling, I see it as very easy. When I'm looking for things to style my hair, I'm thinking of I need a good conditioner, and I need a butter and an oil. That's really it. I mean, I definitely need a wide tooth comb. I'm traveling with my wide tooth comb. I wish I had it on me. Maybe I should quickly grab it to show you guys. But I am traveling with a wide tooth comb, and I'm trying to see what else. And I have these bands everywhere. Do I have any hair clips? No, I think it's just the bands, as well as hair pins, like little hair pins. But that's about it, and my fingers for some detangling along with my comb. And so that's what makes it easy for me. Anywhere I go and I feel like my hair needs a wash, which it definitely does, every week or two at the most, I'm looking for a good conditioner. And so far so good. I was able to find my conditioner okay in Mexico. I was able to find it okay in Peru. I was able to find a conditioner that worked for me in France that I used during my stay there. It was this big jar. I think what needs to be done is go to as many stores as it takes, talk to people, look for African stores, look for curly hair stores, look for brands that you know. I've been finding herbal essence just fine, apart from in France. For some reason I didn't find it in France. I also didn't find anything in Vietnam, and I do have a bonus. I look like I'm naked. I'm not, I promise. I do have a bonus story about Vietnam, how I almost lost all my hair in Vietnam. I think depending on the time I'll say it in this video, so stay tuned for my Vietnam hair horror story. And so yeah, when I need to take care of my hair, I'm thinking about looking for a good conditioner. And my conditioner, whatever conditioner that I get, it doubles as a leave-in conditioner while I'm traveling, at least. And so I use the conditioner, and then I rinse my hair, but I don't rinse it all the way, so it's acting as a leave-in. And then that's where I apply my shea butter and then my oil. That is how I wash my hair. And so for the shea butter, I brought a decent amount of shea butter. I'm almost running out, and so I'm praying to God that I will be able to find shea butter here somewhere in Southeast Asia within the next month or so, because somehow the shea butter that I brought from home has lasted me this 5.5 months. Miracle. And I also had some oils as well that I packed. Sometimes I just use the shea butter, sometimes I use the oil. That also has very little left, but oils are really hard to find. Extra virgin olive oil, sorry, not hard, easy to find. I don't imagine I will struggle to find an oil that I can use for my hair. And so first step is, or what really has helped me, is simplifying my hair routine before I even ever traveled. Also, as you can see, these twists are a lifesaver. These what are we calling these? Micro twists, mini twists that I've done all over my hair. I refresh them. They're helpful for when I go swimming. I can wash them. Do you see how they shrunk? They once were, yeah, they once were longer, but swimming and washing, yeah, have shrunk them, and humidity as well. But that's really, this has really been a lifesaver. I've been twisting and retwisting this for about, let's see, since Vietnam, which is like, what was that, November? So about 2 months now. And so that's really how I'm surviving, guys. If you can bring shea butter from home, oils are easy to find. Go to stores and find, what are we calling it? Conditioner, good conditioner. I personally double it as my leave-in conditioner. It's working. In Vietnam, I could not for the life of me find a conditioner for curly hair. And so let's get into the horror story, how I almost lost my hair in Vietnam. When I couldn't find a leave-in conditioner that I thought could be good for curly hair, I was seeing conditioners like Pantene, and then some conditioners where I couldn't even read the names. They were in Vietnamese, I'm guessing. And I kept looking, different stores, I couldn't find anything. And so I had this idea to go to a salon and get someone else to wash my hair. You're already hearing how crazy that sounds. So I went online and then I looked for salons that like cater to curly type hairs. It was a little hard to find, but I found a few. One was more of a barber shop than a salon, and what they did really was do the twists. I wanted someone to wash and twist, so they were not even accepting. They needed me to go book online, but there weren't really people who wash hair. Another place I found as well, I think she wanted me to WhatsApp her, and her process was, I don't even think she also was about twisting the hair. So for washing the hair, I really found this one salon that had a few reviews with curly hair people that said they wash their hair well, they blow dried their hair well, they you know, just really good recommendations and reviews. One of them even had like a long written recommendation and a photo, and the hair looked like natural, like for something hair. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'll go to the salon, and hopefully, I mean, this is proof that they know how to treat black people's hair. I think it was just that review, and then another review I saw that was looser curls than a 4 ABC type hair. But I was like, they might know about curly hair. These is 2 reviews maybe, and they were all like 5 stars. So I took myself and my dirty hair to them because I couldn't find a conditioner to wash my hair. And I felt like they could wash my hair and they could also detangle it and what's the word, and blow dry it, and then I could do these twists myself or go to either the barber shop or somewhere else to get this mini twist done. And so I go there and they said, oh yeah, they've done natural hair before curly hair. To sit down, they gave me a price, and then I negotiated a little bit, worked out for both of us, and then I sat in the, no, actually in Vietnam, maybe it's everywhere in Vietnam, maybe it's just where you actually lie down for a hair wash. You don't sit down, you lie all the way backwards and then they do your hair. So I lay down and the horror started, guys. there was about 3 people washing my hair, so there were about 6 different hands in my hair. And then the product that they were using, they said, oh, I don't even remember what the name of it. There was something in it. Oh, I should have thought about this, but they said, yeah, they use this for natural, for curly hair. Yeah, this is it. The product seemed like watered down, that like watery. They say, yeah, no, this is the product. They mix it with water and then it becomes this. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm stressing, okay, be quiet. But then there was 3 hands in my hair, and at some point they rinsed everything off and they were trying to get me to get up, and I said, are you gonna detangle the hair? You know, you have to detangle the hair so that when we're blow drying, the tangles are out. They had no idea what I was talking about. So 2 people joined them, guys. There were 5 people working on my hair, 2 or 3 guys and 2 ladies, or 3 young guys and 2 ladies. So my hair was being pulled in different directions. Some of it had product in it, some of it didn't, and everyone was combing my hair, and I was freaking out. I, at that point, should have maybe sat up, or should have, well, I actually was helping. I was helping to detangle some points. I was showing them. I was like, no, you do it from the base and then you work your way up. You don't just start pulling it. You do it in smaller sections. I was trying to help them, but again, 5 people, 10 hands in my hair. And so they did something. They didn't really, I didn't think it was good enough, but they kind of said they were done. They were like, oh, it should be fine. And then I sat in the chair to start blow drying, and I was already, I knew, guys, I knew that I shouldn't go ahead with it. I should have maybe insisted, detangled my hair and left, or even, I don't know, I had a feeling that things were bad and I stayed there. So that's on me, my gut feeling, my instincts. And so they started to blow dry my hair, and they were blow drying it from they were just blow drying it like anyhow. Again, there were, I think there were 3, no, there were about 4 people now blow drying my hair in different directions, from roots to in different ways, and I was freaking out because there were tangles, there were balls of tangles all over my hair, and my hair was falling around all over the salon floor. And I was just losing a whole lot of hair. Again, there was no product in it, so it was dry, and just breaking off and going everywhere. And so I had to just direct them as much as I could and say, hey, right now we're drying the hair with tangles. Can we slow down and do it by sections? Can we? They just had the hair dry, and of course as it dries it becomes longer, but then there was still tangles everywhere and hair that was coming out. So I sat there for another like 30-ish minutes after they were done to try and detangle a little bit, and there were balls. I'm doing my hands like this on purpose. There were balls of hair that had fallen out or come out because of the detangle. There was hair all around the floor. They gathered, and I left after a little while. It wasn't all detangled, but they had dried. They made sure the roots were dry, because at first they said they were done, the roots were all wet, and I was like, no, it's not dry. Anyway, after that I sat for 30 minutes, tried to do some detangling, and at some point I was like, I've got to go and I've got to figure it out. I will put in my shea butter, I will do these twists and detangle as I go. So it was just a horror, like how much hair I lost in that, and how much they had no idea how to treat this kind of hair, and I just trusted and went. That was on me. But it took me a very, very long time to get the twists done, because every section was tangled. I had to detangle each thing, put my shea butter to moisturize it again, put oils in it, then twist. And that's the way I kind of have hair still, but it was really bad. So learn from me. What would I do differently? I would honestly maybe have just bought the Pantene, what are we calling it, conditioner, and managed it that way. Or I would have maybe remedied the situation. No, I don't even think going there was the move. Because yeah, don't trust people who just want money for your hair. Like, yeah, maybe definitely going in to get my hair twisted or get my hair braided after it was blow dried by myself, I would trust people to do that, of course. But that whole process, it was rough. I remember at the end, I told her, I was like, I'm not paying you the amount that we arrived at. I was like, we negotiated again at the end. I was like, I've done all the work and I've lost all my hair. And she was like, okay, pay X amount of dollars. But yeah, be careful while traveling, guys. Try and still have some control over what's going on in your head, or else you'll lose a lot of hair and you'll just have trouble detangling it on your own. But yeah, that's my little horror story, and that's how I've been managing my hair so far. So good, knock on wood. I keep finding some kind of herbal essences or some kind of conditioner that I can trust or use. And yeah, that is how I've been managing with my hair traveling. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. That was a long one. Bye.